Okay, here we go. Strength training for the downhill runner. Today's thing, you're gonna need, I'm gonna have 3 sets of weight. You could have a light and a heavy and get by with it too if you just have 2 different. Because we're gonna be doing some shoulders, some arms, and a lot of legs, of course. I'm gonna push my start button. Let's go. We're gonna start with our warm up. Oh yeah, get your watch ready. Doesn't count if it's not on the watch. We're gonna just start with our, okay. We're gonna start with our pogos. Pretend jump rope. So good on the calves and the ankles. I'm pretty big on this being our mode of warm up, if you haven't noticed. Just both legs bouncing up and down, getting it done, getting your heart rate and your blood pumping, and your heart rate a little bit elevated. Probably not too high, since you're a runner. You can get it up there high, right? Think about your day. I'm glad you're here with me. You're making time to come and get it done. We'll make it fun. Breathe. All right. Oh, wow, my heart rate is higher than I thought it would be right now. We got this. We got this. Little leg shake out. Doing the same thing again. Here we go. Feeling a little bit warm, right? I want to know. Comment. Let me know how many of you guys are good at jump roping. I really have a jump rope over there, but I just know I would spend 45 seconds whacking stuff and staying in the frame, and I got all the excuses. So my pretend one works just fine. But I mean, as long as it's getting my calves burning, my ankles strong, and my blood pumping, I think we're got it good. I wonder how my microphone probably doesn't sound that great jumping up and down, huh? Oh well, here we go. 10 more seconds. We got it. Woo! All right, we're gonna start. We're not starting, but we're gonna move to the ground because you know I love a good 90-90. So a little break in between, not break. Feet wider than hips. Why is my shoe always untied? I don't know. I'm gonna tie it real quick. You're gonna drop your knees to the ground and then to the other side. Try to keep your hands off the ground. Boom. Try to be at a 90-90. Boom. Try not to move, but you do kind of move forward. I mean, try not to move, not use your hands as I'm slowly gliding forward. You can put your hands on the ground behind you if you need to at the switch, but this really should feel so good. This is so good for runners. I am all about multitasking. This is internally rotating one hip and externally rotating the other at the same time. You don't have to spend time doing either of them because who wants to spend that much time? There's so many other things to do in the world, but we know we need to get it in. This side feels a little tight today. This side feels better than it normally does. This is my side that's not all the way on the ground. This one is. Who knows? Here we go. We're back to our pretend jump roping, right? Oh, you're gonna need a box. If you don't have find a box or a step. It will be a little bit hard if it is your chair, your kitchen chair today, because you're probably not going to want it too high, but you could totally do it off like your stair. Even the curb. If you're outside, want to run outside to a curb, do it there. Just have your foot elevated a little bit for one of the things that we're doing today. Woo, 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 woo. I'm ready to go. You don't even have pre-workout or anything in me. I'm feeling good. How are you guys feeling today? This is awesome. Everything is awesome. I'm a boy mom. I don't know Frozen songs, but I know, everything is awesome. Lego songs and stuff like that. All right, breathe. 15 seconds. We got one more of those, right? Yeah, one more. One more, we'll be done with our warm up. But when you do this as your second set, I still want you to do this part. It's so good. I think you'll see improvements in your performance if you add some plyos to it. And this is a very basic plyos. So we got it. Yeah. Here we go. Hope your training week's been awesome. Ready to kill your next run. Making sure that you have some downhill in your training plan. You need that if that's what you're gonna raise, right? There you go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! All right, okay. We're starting with staggered leg squat. If you're feeling awesome today, this is when you're gonna hold your weights, okay? So these are my mediums as far as leg goes, 20 pounders. One leg's in front of the other leg's behind. It's just really just a kickstand. So not a lot of weight on that. As I sink down, the weights are right next to my shin. They just go straight down my shin, straight back up. So I'm pressing, all the weight is through that right foot, through my front foot. I don't care which leg you're on. Just straight up and down, training. So my back is kind of straighter. I'm not leaning over, right? And there's not a lot of weight on that back foot. Like the whole time, I could do a little tap if I needed to. It's just a kickstand back there. But my leg is a burning. 10 more seconds. We got this. Nice. Okay. Shake out. Sometimes your hands need to shake out if you're not used to holding weights. But I also think it's so good to hold weights instead of always throw it on your back, because you need that grip strength with your aging, you know? Got to be able to open up the cans when you're older, not make your kids come do it for you. And so other leg, the weights are just going straight down my shin, back leg still just being my kickstand, just squatting down on the other leg, right? Some other things I love to do are water ski, which I don't know if there's anything that takes more grip strength than that, man. And I don't care about you surfers and you wakeboarders, water skiing, slalom skiing, way more strength, grip strength required in that, I promise. So I am all about holding the weights so that I get my strength a little bit, my grip strength a little bit stronger. Awesome. Okay, now, so that was quads. Now we're gonna do RDL. So you're gonna keep that leg a little bit straight, and this time we're falling from our chest back and up, okay? So still, you can hold the weights, or you can just hold one if you want. You're gonna bend over and come back up. So I'm not squatting. This leg is not bending, okay? Just go forward with a flat back. This one is kind of a little harder, but still my weights are like right along my leg, kind of more in front of my leg now, but still like not out far. They're really close to my leg. When you do this with a barbell, this is where you have all the marks on your shins from whacking yourself in your legs. We're not gonna do that. So if if this is super hard and you have one weight, you just hold it in one hand, or you can put both hands on it. It's gonna be harder. It's gonna be easier if it's on the hand of the leg that's standing. It's gonna be a little more challenging if it's this way. So you choose. You can give a little bit more technique on this one. So a big important thing, if you're able to do this in front of a mirror, that would be like the most ideal situation, because when you bend over, I want this leg, this knee to stay straight. If it gets wobbly and starts coming in like that, game over, stand back up. So if it came in, oh man, it's hard to demonstrate, especially with my weights. If I bent over and it came in like that, that's how far I would do. I would come back up. And I definitely wouldn't be using weights, okay? So as long as you can control your leg, keeping so that from my view, my knee is on that side, the outside of my big toe the entire time. Not squatting, leg kind of straight. It is slightly bent. We will never lock out a joint in strength training, especially for runners, because our leg is never straight, never weighted with it fully straight. So we do not want to train that way. Makes sense? Yes, makes sense. All right, now we're putting those two things together. It's going to take some brain power, I guess would be the right word. We're going to do 2 squats and then 2 RDLs, but our legs are together, okay? So 2 squats and then 2 RDLs, so my legs stay straight. You see that? I'm bending at the hips. Now I squat, 1, 2, legs straight, 1, 2. Here we go. 1, 2, and bend over. 1, 2. Awesome. 1, 2. Does that help if I count? 1, 2. Can you keep up with me? Again, you're way beginner, no weight, totally awesome. When we're doing our squats, well, with all of these, I want you to try to keep your heels on the ground. Right there, if you don't have the ankle mobility, it could be a little bit more challenging. All right, now this is where we need our box. You're gonna do a side step up, meaning you're gonna step up on the side of the box with one leg. I have a setup where if I need to, it's there. So this is my power leg. It's driving me up, and then I'm slowly going down. But all the work is in this leg, as opposed to sometimes we might jump off of this leg. For this one, we're stepping up with this. And I always like bringing the knee drive up. Requires some core and some hip flexors, which every runner needs, right? If it is too much, you can just do this though, okay? Power up, slow down. Power up, slow down. Oh man, power up, slow down. Is what I said, oh man, about. If you saw, my knee got a little bit wobbly on that one. And you don't want, game over if that knee comes in, okay? Do not do anything with that knee coming in inside your knee. It requires the glutes to keep it out, and we want those to be able to do their job. We want to train them to do their job, okay? So up and then slowly down. So again, if my knee was coming in here at any point during that, game over. And of course, that was hopefully a big exaggeration because I wasn't standing, or because my other foot was down, but just controlling it. From my view, I can see my big toe the entire time. Power up, this quad, kind of getting on fire. If it's not, you can go a little bit faster, meaning power up faster, but still kind of take your time going down. So I want the eccentric strength to be coming. The eccentric strength is what we need when we're running downhill, okay? And it is totally fine if your knee goes over your toe, because that's gonna happen too, okay? At the bottom. Good, good, okay. All right, what do we got next? Oh, we're moving on to arms. Okay, so our first one's shoulder press. So this is the one that I'm using like my medium-ish weight for arms. So I got 15 pounds. You can do whatever you got. Arms facing forward. We're gonna go up, okay? And because who really likes to just stand here, we're gonna try to hold a lower squat. If you're totally new to strength training, just stand here or just sit on your bench, okay? But here we go. I'm gonna hold it, and I'm gonna hold the down for 5. 3, 2, 1, and then I'm gonna come up, and I'm gonna do 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1, now I'm gonna squat down. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That was perfect. Awesome. Okay, a little shake out. If you haven't done arms for a while, 45 seconds is going to be a lot. All right, this time we're going front raise, side raise, okay? So this is probably going to be a little bit lighter weight, maybe not your smallest weight. I got 10s. I'm going to hold a lunge out and out to the side. Okay, we'll do 5 on this leg. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, like I said, if you are new to weight training, don't hold the squat. Don't hold the lunge. Just lift the weights, right? Another way to make this easier, if you don't, well, you could do it with just your arms, really, for this time. But like right here, if you bent your elbows, it's going to be easier than doing straight arm. Crap, I lost count. What am I at? Well, I guess our time's up anyways. Okay, awesome. And our next arm one, right? Oh, nope, we're moving on. That was our arms. Okay, we're doing sissy squats. This one you'll probably want to hold on to something. I love doing it with the TRX. TRX is out of shot of you guys right now though. So you're gonna be up on your toes and then you go all the way down. You can't go all the way down, that's okay. And then I can like touch your knees to your ground and then come back up. So huge ankle mobility, huge foot strength. It's freaking awesome. If you can't, just do a squat, okay? Your alternative is just a squat. You can do it without, if you can, barely tap the ground. I messed up, come back up. So I don't get why these are called sissy squats, and it kind of makes me mad, but here we are. Staying on our toes the whole time, so good. See, that knee is way over your toes, which is required, so it's totally fine. Whew, okay, moving on to our plyos. I love doing plyos. So we're gonna have your box. This is when you kind of want a shorter box, and your one foot's gonna be on top of it. Your back foot's gonna tap it and tap down. All of your weight's on this front leg, okay? This leg is just moving. So definitely get your heart pumping, but all the way, it's really doing like a static lunge on this side. Just a little tuck, see? So if this was off of a big box, it would be harder if I was doing it off my bench or whatever. And that's why also, like I'm saying, like a curb, which would be like half of this, would totally still give you a burn. Like, man, my quads, my glutes are burning, especially after sissy squats. This is awesome. 10 more seconds. We got this. 4, 3, 2, woo! Holy cow. Need a water break. Not really. Just some water. Other leg. Step on it. All your weight is on this leg. This back leg, doing nothing but moving. Keeping the time, keeping you going, helping you make sure all of your weight is in that front leg. Of course, I like move my arms like you're running. Helps me balance. But, I mean, technically, you can do whatever you want with your arms. Holy cow, how much longer? 20 seconds! We got this. I'm not going very fast. Your body shouldn't move that much. That's way better. Sorry, I was sucking at first. Okay, body doesn't really move. Leg just goes up and down. Back leg. Whew. Holy cow. If you're not burning, I don't know, you're not doing it. Okay, now we're gonna step off the box. Okay, I'm gonna keep it the same height. I need a drink. One foot comes off in front, and then you land with both, you sink into it. Hopefully you can see that. It looks very black from what I can see. Okay, same leg. Doing this whole leg for 45. But we're landing and sinking. The deceleration part, which is super awesome for runners, especially runners. We're gonna spend some time running down some hills. Land. Right leg kicks out, jump off, sink into it. One more. Awesome, shake out. Guess what we're doing? Yep, other leg. Excuse me. It is like a million degrees in my gym too. I'm sweating. So we're doing the other leg, right? Step up, leg out, jump off, land, sink into it, jump off, land. You hate jumping. Again, this can be a very small step, or literally you could stand on one leg and then kind of just hop to the other, okay? Stand on one and then hop together on the level ground for those who have more balance issues and stuff. Totally fine. All different ways of showing that. I probably should have showed that the first set. Hopefully you get it now and you can know how to implement it. So don't just be sitting and resting and watching us, okay? So our next one, last plyo one, is we're gonna alternate it, okay? So you're gonna step up and drop off of one leg. Next set, you're gonna drop off of the other leg. And then we're gonna do them all again. Woo! Almost there, almost there. Okay, so right leg off, sink in, down. Now left leg off, sink in, down. I didn't have a box, if I didn't have the strength, I'm doing this. One leg and then landing. Sinking one leg, land together. Got it? Okay, keep going. Another thing you could try to do is try to land softer. You don't have your running shoes on, hopefully, that have a lot of cushion or any cushion. So it's going to be like, that's not going to take up the fall, right? So that's to the overstriding. Overstriders always sound really loud. We did it. Awesome. Okay. So what your job is now, stop me, replay me, mute me, put your music on, blur your music, and do it at least one more time. At least one more time. Hopefully 2 more times. But you got this. Let's go, runner.